Yo yo yo, free for stay raid Shadow Legends. So it's been about a week or so since I've done a video. Just life's been a bit crazy at the minute, so I haven't really had much time to do anything. But we're just currently just running through Doom Tower waves because it did reset the other day, so we need to work our way up again. But last weekend there was a progressive chance event on for the summons, and in the ancient shards and sacred and primal shard tier, like those ones, the normal champions. So in those, in the epic slots, Stag Knight was in there, and I looked at it and I thought, you know what, like Stag Knight could potentially help us move a bit further with Clan Boss, because with the team that we've got in Clan Boss at the minute, we don't have a decreased attack in there. And what I was thinking is then when we do also then get that new login champion, like later on in the month, then I could potentially have Stag Knight and that new champion replace Jorg and Ugo. So my thinking there was, Ugo at the minute does the decreased defense in the Clan Boss, but also does the heals and puts the leech on. But then if we had that new login champion, he's replacing Jorg, he's just like a better version of him. But he's also doing like passive healing with his A1, he's just healing everyone up. And Mad Hatter in there with his passive also heals people. So my thinking there was I could then replace Ugo with Stag Knight and we still get the decreased defense, but then we also get decreased attack on the same skill. So that would potentially work better. I still don't think it would be, I don't know, maybe it would get us to the potentially one key nightmare, and then closer to being able to possibly doing like 3 to 4 key ultra nightmare. So I had him in there, and then I also had that new barbarian dude. Apparently he's like ridiculously good. He's rated really highly. He's like 4.7 of 4.9 on pretty much everything. So I thought I'll put him in the legendary one, and we're only pulling ancient shards. So in total I pulled 79 while it was on, 79 ancient shards. And we unfortunately didn't get Stag Knight, even though we got like 4 or 5 epics or whatever. We didn't get him, but on the ancient shards yet again we did hit gold. So I'm gonna include the clip here of when we pulled it so you can see who we got.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got Nishak, which I was very pleased with. I do have him on my main account. Didn't do the fusion at the time on the main account, but I did pull him pretty shortly after. And on my main, I mostly use him on solo in Dragon. He's probably going to be doing the same for us in this. Like he's good pretty much most places in the game. But for us, he's probably going to help us mostly in, obviously, Dragon and hopefully Ice Golem as well. So I've currently got him built in what's my like sort of like my best regen gear stuff, so potentially for solo and stuff. And this is his current stats. Like I say, he's level 56. We don't have a soul on him as of yet, but he's fully ascended, fully geared out. We've put some ascension on the gear, so we've got some, you know, pretty bog standard stats at the minute. Nothing amazing overall, but the way that he's quite built, he's more open. Like for example, being a solo champion, you do want him to be tanky, but at the same time getting the attack isn't such a bad thing, because the bombs that he places the damage scales off attack on normal champions. On bosses though, it's max to 200,000, so you're not going to get any more bonus on the bombs from the boss specifically. So yes, that's how we got him currently built at the minute. So hopefully once we get them last few levels on him, it'll be a little bit better. But then he's obviously currently in my altar wish list, so that next time we do pull some souls, maybe we'll get it. because it would benefit us really nicely. Getting that extra 7,500 HP or whatever it is for level 1 would be really nice. That would take him over 60. Or anything really would be good. But because we would end up putting brimstone on him, so just to help him clear things quicker, especially dragon. But yeah, getting that would be really nice. We currently don't have anything booked in him as of yet. I only have, let's have a look, 4 legendary books, and with us getting that new login legendary champion at the end of the month and him probably going to just straight slot into the clan boss team, I'm holding off because I'll probably want to use the books on him, but then he'd be our next priority straight away after that. So we're just holding off on those at the minute, which is a shame because he could really use them. There's like his A3 and his A2 are both at like 75%. And a 4-turn and 4-turn cooldown there, so we could also really do with the cooldowns. I mean, this would also be nice, but you know, it's not as big of a deal as getting these two. Oh no, sorry, that's a 5-turn cooldown. But then he gets an extra turn, so it's essentially a 4-turn cooldown. So I want to try quickly throwing him into dragon. I'm gonna start at at stage 12, just so then we can just keep working our way up, just to see how he does, and we'll just chuck in some, you know, some lower level stuff as food. I'm not even gonna super rate this, just in case, but he should do this fine. Let's see how he does. I mean, the problem we've got as well by being in a lower stage is these aren't going to die on the waves, which, but as we get to higher, it will, because then that'll kick his masteries into gear, which increase his speed and stuff. Oh, there we go, they all died.
Jack it up.
So, yeah, he didn't land a decreased attack there, which in later stages will become important. But look at that, look at the bombs and the poisons, man. Yeah, so that was a bit of a cakewalk, 47 seconds. So let's jump up to, what do we do there? 12, yeah. Tell you what, let's just jump straight up to stage 16, see what happens. Yeah, so as you can see, the wave hasn't just died, so now these will start taking down the food. So now it's just him, which makes it so much quicker, because then the food you've got in then doesn't have a chance to take a turn and then just slowly take more time. Yeah, this is looking quite decent already. Like I say, the percentage chance is the problem at the minute, so he's not always landing the bombs and stuff like that. So in time, this will become drastically easier. Did land a decreased attack this time, which is nice. Yeah, so the bombs and the poisons, as soon as the dragon does his like big purple bar of health, the poisons just chunk that away. You can see here, it's going to be, yeah, it's just gone. So he doesn't get stunned. Oof. There we go, 1 minute 18. Obviously it's not our fastest because we didn't have like a full team in there, but that could become quicker. Once again, anything good? No, get rid of that. But the only sketchy thing there, I feel like, the boss itself was easy, but I feel like the waves were the problem then. So I don't quite know if he'll be able to solo 20 as of yet, but let's just see. I think at the minute, with them not having books in, this could all just be RNG. Like, if he manages to land all the bombs and the poisons and stuff like that, then he could probably take it all down. But then if we hit the 25% and and miss them all, then, you know, these are all going to get more turns and probably all take them down. But at the minute, it's not looking too bad. I think at the minute, because stage 20 is, he is strong affinity against, so all of the mobs are weak hitting against him. So it makes this a hell of a lot easier. Whereas I think if we're on a different stage where the enemies were all spirit, then I don't think we'd be doing this well. I mean, you've seen there, even there, they're taking like 20% chunks of his health as a weak hit. So imagine stronger hits. You'd probably die on the wave. Bit slow, but we're getting there. I mean, look at all of the poisons on the man now. Next turn they'll all be killing them all themselves now. Oof, he almost died. It's a shame he had to use them abilities there, but yeah, you can see here he hasn't. He only just landed some there. Because we didn't have them all on there, the boss did stun him, but it didn't cause any problems. I find this on my main account when I'm running them as well, that like the only potential problem you might come across with doing higher and higher stages on Dragon with this guy is the waves that might be the problem. As soon as you get to the Dragon, it's pretty much just game over for it. And I'm quite happy though that he did manage that stage 20. But at least now, when it comes to doing any like sort of Dragon tournaments in Fusions, and usually there will be a champion training tournament at the same time, like we now have the option. It'll be a little bit slower than if we just put our proper team in, but we've got the option now to just have him solo the dungeon with food in and be leveling food for the champion training at the same time as doing the Dragon tournament, which will be very nice. And hopefully the same for Ice Golem, but I'm feeling like it'll be more sketchy on Ice Golem because of his percentage chances. It's more risky with that, I think. But eventually, once, like I say, we do get his books up, then we should be pretty much good to go with that. And then as well, Arena. Oh, the amount of times I've come across a Nishak on the enemy team and the bombs just absolutely wipe you out. Just a lot of the time they'll build him in stone skin as well, so he doesn't just die and then he just bombs everything, just blows you up. So we've got another avenue of ways to go there for even for like live arena. It's active. Let's just jump in and give one a try and see what happens. See what we get. Level 83. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. We got a turn. Darius should die here from that bomb. Get in. Oh, there we go. There's a perfect example of what happens to them bombs. He didn't unfortunately manage to take the turn of the bombs down there, but it didn't matter. Everyone else was dead. Yeah, I finally got an example of what I wanted to show with Nishak, like in Arena. How he can just absolutely demolish a team out. Hopefully, like I say, in the next few weeks or so, we'll have that new guy and we can start putting him to work once we get him leveled up and whatnot. I do already have the food ready to get another rank 6, so as soon as that guy gets on the account, which is going to be later on in the month, isn't it? I'm sure it was sort of like by here that you have like the last ones of it. I go abroad on the 26th, but I will have my phone with us and on the Wi-Fi, so I will still be able to log in and just like claim stuff each day and like do the basics in the game. So I'll be able to still collect them, and then I come back on the 1st of May. So maybe like the 2nd or the 3rd of May, I can, you know, start putting some work onto them, get them leveled up, and then see what you can do and get a video done on them. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that one here for now. So thank you all again for watching, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.